My granddad has weak arms. He can no longer hold them up like he used to. Once, he used them to sail 4,060 miles for a new life. He spent the entire time clutching at his chest for warmth and kept the heat on for all 14 siblings. My granddad's arms are not what they used to be. Once, he heard me whimper, so fashioned a lasso that reached across the North Atlantic Ocean and pulled me to him. He was always pulling me to him, to safety. And that is what joy is. My granddad, this man who makes me believe in magic as if there's no other reason he could exist. He has held me for so long, I've only learned the feel of my own weight. The power in this body, the lessons that he has taught me are here in these arms, in the straightness of this back, in this heart. How could he not be joy? How is his love not universal? I have ran into his arms and he has lifted me over obstacles. He has caught me every time I thought I was big enough to do it myself, even though his arms are now weak and he cannot hold them up like he used to. He still holds a laugh, kept a bit in his room for everyone and gave a piece. And that's joy, right? My granddad, his cackle, that smile. My granddad and I both have tiny ears. He says it's because because his mum bit a man's ear off when she was pregnant with him. That's a true story. I think that's why he's not always the first to speak. He listens, talks barely. My granddad looks at me like I brought Christmas in. We're Caribbean, so more like Easter. More like fried fish and real macaroni cheese. Like impeccably timed jokes and laughing with your whole chest. There is nothing he enjoys more than the sound of 20 hearts beating in his living room. Passing doors through lips filled with stories. And I have never known a safer place than the floor in front of my granddad's legs on a Sunday. And that is joy, right? Being loved more than you feel like you deserve. And even when he can't remember why, he knows he still does. And we laugh. And he looks at me like his arms might be too weak to hold me, but nothing else is. And she was sculpted from clay by her grandmother, a diner. Given life as a woman on an island small enough to fold in half. With superhuman gifts that can only be delivered by God herself. A courage to sail 1,000 ships, to birth flags on continents with no wind. She was built stronger than anything any man could rip from roots. Her mouth-watered children who blossom in her likeness. Look at her. An arsenal of magic and redemption, a song in retreat, a scripture baptized in wrinkles, a giver of ceremonies. Oh Eunice, sanctity lies between your fingers. Oh Eunice, Grandmum, at your feet I find my sacrum.